Okay, everybody, welcome in to the Pretty Podcast. We
Yes,
got
sir.
the
Come on.
breakdown of the finals game 2. Jake, how are you doing today? Summer is, talk about summer, man. Step outside. It has
Man,
taken off full swing.
it is hot out there. It came out of nowhere too. It's like we had a couple weeks where it wasn't bad, and then boom, the humidity's full out.
Yeah. It kind of it teases for a little bit, and then boom, the heat, here it comes. So, yeah, we're in the busy days of summer, man.
Speaking of heat, we can talk about a team that is hot.
Oh,
Maybe
my
hotter than
God.
ever
What a
in the NBA
transition.
playoffs. Is that 13 straight, Derek, or 12 for the New York Knicks?
13, I believe
I
now.
believe it's 13.
I
Yeah.
think last night made 13 straight for them, dude, and
Wow.
they're cooking, man. I know the win wasn't a blowout like we kind of we actually I'll get into that too, but like, man, it's crazy what the Knicks are doing right now, man. I mean, they're finding any way possible to win, whether it's just
They
blowing
they're
out or
yeah,
last
they're
night.
they're possessed. Like it just they hit the shots they need to hit. They hit the shots you don't think they're going to hit. They're doing good at guarding Wemby. Like Wemby was 29-9 last night, which is
29
not
and 9.
not amazing. It's not bad. But if that's manageable when Victor Wembanyama's not even getting double digit boards, you can win that game.
That's insane, isn't it?
It's unreal.
Like, I don't know. I just the job I kind of figured before this series started that Towns could, if he wanted to, cause Wemby some problems. But I just never have seen somebody physically like he got in his head, man. Wemby was kind of
Oh yeah,
shook in especially when crunch time, man. Wemby, you could kind of just tell that he wasn't in his natural flow. He was kind of
absolutely.
second guessing himself.
Yeah, he didn't shoot
Things.
that great. I don't think. I'm looking for the stats right here. Let's see. Um, yeah. So I think the keys to success for the Spurs. I think Wembanyama has to get double digit boards, or it's a wrap. You just cannot. You can't have a 7 foot. Was he 7'4"?
7'4".
You can't have a 7'4" guy that is the soul of your team not get 10 plus boards, and you're 7'4". You have to get those boards. That's very important.
Yeah.
Offensive, defensive, whatever. You have to get those boards.
That gives your team extra possessions.
Let me ask you this. So let's break it down real quick. Do you think, Derek, that the Knicks are winning because they are just so hot, or do you think the Spurs have gotten a little cold, or a bit of both?
Um, yeah, I can look at it on both sides because I think on one side, I think New York, the players, they know what this means to the fans. It feels like they just
Exactly.
want to win. They want to
Yeah.
win for New York, man, and they're nothing is going to get in the way. But on the other side, I can see San Antonio just starting to do uncharacteristic things that they didn't do in the OKC series.
Mm-hmm.
Their shootings went backwards. Just uncharacteristic turnovers. For example, the prime example really is the one that Wemby threw off of Castle's back. I'm sure you've seen that.
I did, man. That is
I think there was like 40 seconds, 30 seconds left.
man,
Just back breaking stuff
something you
like that.
cannot do. You
It's
cannot
tied
do that.
game. No,
And it was it Castle or Vassell? It was Castle, right?
I think it was Castle. I think Castle when Wemby got the rebound, he kind of acted like he was going to take off with it,
And then
and then
Castle kind of looked at him like,
yeah,
throw me
yeah,
the ball. And then he turned around. And as he turned around, Victor Wembanyama threw this ball and hit him in the back. And of course, none other than Jalen Brunson's right there around the ball to get the ball in that
and
situation.
that's stuff you should be talking about in the huddle and on the sideline. Like, hey, dude, if I get this board, I'm coming with it, or hey, be ready because it's going to be
Yeah, if
on
I
you.
get this ball, I'm coming up the court. Or if I get this ball, I'll be looking.
Yeah, and it was like you said. He looked back. He expected the pass. Then when he didn't expect the pass, he turned, and that's when Wemby actually threw the pass. So
And you could shit on. You could really dive into saying like, "Oh, Wembanyama choked when it mattered," or you could say it was just miscommunication, or say whatever you want.
I'm gonna say whole team kind of.
I
That's
would
just a
I would say that too.
miscommunication.
Yeah.
All systems fail on that one,
Um, we have to give some praise right here to Carl Anthony Towns.
dude.
What he's been able. I mean, he out rebounds Wembanyama by 4 boards. He got 21 and 13 last night.
I'm gonna be
Uh,
honest, and this is like you just said. I'm gonna be honest right now. If they win this thing, if they go ahead and win this, and he keeps playing like he's playing, he needs to be Finals MVP.
I just
Guy
don't know
deserves
if
it.
they're going to give you that
Won't.
for defense. However, let's see. He had what I say 21 and 13 last night, and I think he's the Knicks' highest scorer. I believe. I think Mikal Bridges had 20. Brunson had 20. So Cat had 21. Shot 8 of 12. 3 of 5. Shot 60% from threes. This is Cat. 8 of
Mhm.
12 from just regular field goals. Um, I mean, and Mikal Bridges 8 of 13. So all these guys are hitting shots. The only one that didn't play good on the Knicks last night is Josh Hart, who checked out with 0 points, which is pretty wild.
That is
18,
wild,
18 minutes, 0 points.
and they still found a way to win.
Still find a way to win. Jalen
And I
Brunson
mean,
only had 20. You know what I mean?
yeah, and I mean, good on New York's coach for. I think there was a point in time there where he kind of leaned on them bench players a lot
Yep. Yep.
to fill them roles. And dude, I mean, it worked out. Landry Shamet was hitting shots. Uh, I mean, these guys are all stepping up when it matters the most. Mikal Bridges, 20 points. I mean, you got guys that are just anytime you leave a dude open from New York, they're it feels like they're gonna knock it down.
And I'll say this, Brunson and Wemby are just not playing as good as they can, either of them. So,
Mm-mm.
um,
No, I mean 7 for 25 for Brunson last night.
yeah, 11 for 21 for Wembanyama. Like,
It's just
it's
yeah, just
okay. It's like okay, but if you're trying to win a title here, we're gonna need some performances. You're gonna need to come out and show how dominant you've been and how you can be. Um, if he can't figure out a way to go back at Towns and get that, 30 and 14 or 25 and 15 or whatever he can do, the Spurs are not going to win this series.
you know, do you realize that like Towns' stats right now for the season, he's averaging 20, 11, and shooting 50% from field goal.
Incredible. Incredible.
I mean, dude,
Incredible.
it's kind of insane what he's doing right now. I mean, the game one he had 18 on and 12 rebounds with 4 assists. Then he comes right back 21-13 on 4 assists. He's only had
Just
4 turnovers in both of those games combined.
he's doing great. I'll say this too. We talked about this last episode and it happened. De'Aaron Fox, I think, last game had 4 points, and we both was like, he can't continue to do that in the Spurs win. So shout out to De'Aaron Fox. Ended up having 20 last night.
Yeah,
Shot 8 of 12, which is really good. 2 for 2 on threes, so 100% from 3. 2 for 2 free throws, 3 boards, and 5 assists. So he definitely stepped up and played a lot better.
Fox did everything I think that he needed to do to help that team win last night.
Yeah, yeah.
There's just New York is on a plane right now where you just can't afford any mistakes. They're
They
playing to that
are
level right now.
the word I've been saying a lot, possessed. The basketball gods seem to be on their side. It seems like they've rolled out the red carpet for the Knicks to be champions in 2026. That's what it feels like to me. It's a team of destiny.
That's insane, dude. I mean, the the way that they have just from the regular season to the postseason, just they flipped a switch even higher than what they were already doing, and it's showing, dude. Nobody can handle them right now.
Oh
And I
yeah,
mean,
man. They're and it's not even like when I watch the Knicks play, I don't think like they're unbeatable. That doesn't hit me like it's not. They don't feel like the Warriors felt. They don't feel like the Thunder felt. They don't feel like the Spurs feel to me.
mhm.
They feel like a beatable team that literally is just clicking in all cylinders when it matters. They just don't have bad games. It feels like.
They don't.
13 in a row. Like, do they even remember what it's like to lose in the postseason, Derek?
I don't think so, man. I really don't. I mean, I'm sitting here. Here's one more thing about Towns, man. He's played 10 postseason games that I'm looking at right here. From May 4th, the first game, game one of the 76ers, till last night, of
Uh-huh.
those 10 games, he has failed to score in double digits one time. He had
There you
8
go.
points.
There
The
you
rest
go.
of them, he's had double digits, 13 or more. It's
Yeah, I mean,
insane.
you can't give him enough praise, and we're obviously talking about his offensive stats, but look at what he's doing on the defense. He's holding Wembanyama to not even get 10 boards. You got a 7'4" guy not getting 10 boards because you're bodying up and you're snatching 13.
Yeah, it's not like he's went through this playoffs and Wemby's just the latest piece of evidence that we got of him guarding. He's went through Joel Embiid, he's
Mm-hmm.
went through Evan Mobley at Cleveland and Jared Allen. I
Yeah,
mean,
Jared
he's not
Allen's a
been
stud,
guarding.
man.
Yeah, he's not been like guarding doing this stuff against scrap.
And
You
I'll
know,
say this. We talked about this before it started. We said the dark horse here is to see how Cat can do against Wemby because he's a bigger center. He's listed at 6'11" or 7 foot, right around there, right? Um,
yeah, he's 7 foot evens. What is
we'll,
what?
okay, so we'll call him 7 foot. So he's not even that much undersized from Wemby. There's 4 inches there, but they probably weigh. I'd say Cat weighs a little more.
Oh yeah, he's
Um,
definitely got him on the weight.
so you look at who Victor has kind of had his way with, and it's small, skinny centers, small, skinny big men. Like you're looking at Nas Reed, you're looking at Chet Holmgren, and these guys couldn't do what Cat is doing, and it probably comes down to the physicality and strength of Cat.
Yeah. He's kind of he played that way at when he was at Kentucky for the most part. He was Cal would let him shoot here and there, but he really didn't develop a lot of his outside till he got to the NBA. But I mean, he was just a back to the basket. I still think we beat Wisconsin if we give him that ball the last 6 minutes of that game.
Yeah,
Just
I
he
mean,
never touched it. That's another topic, but he just shows you how physical that guy can be when he really wants to be. And I think for a long time he's gotten that kind of rep as being kind of soft and you can bully him and get in his head and he'll melt. And he said, "No, not in this. I'm winning this."
oh yeah,
He's
man.
fully going right, embracing that matchup against
Here's
Wimby.
what's crazy. I feel like in the world, NBA basketball fans, 90% of fans looked at the series and thought Knicks can't win this. Yeah, me, you, everybody I talked to pretty much said the same thing. Knicks can't win this. The Spurs are too good. They're the team of destiny. The Knicks are finally they're gonna hit that wall. They're not gonna be able to do this against the Spurs. And here we are, Derek. Here we are. Not only are they up two, but the 2 games they've won have been in San Antonio. And they are getting ready to go to New York and get 2 home games back to back in Madison Square Garden. After knowing you can beat this team, you've won 13 straight. You're clicking when it matters. You're hitting big shots. You hit the shots that matter. And you found a way to keep Wembanyama manageable to win games.
Man,
Never would have thought we'd have been here.
going to New York down 2-0, you might as well. Man, I'm just telling you, dude. This looks like when you watch one of those like documentaries of a poor little like fish on the water and it's flopping around and there's just
Yeah.
sharks circling it.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like San Antonio's just on that surface of that water and they're just gasping for air and New York's just circling and they're getting ready to make the finishing blow.
All right, now we're gonna.
Who
If you
knows?
don't mind, I'm gonna shift perspectives a little bit here because we've kind of been on Knicks a little bit here and kind of
Yeah.
off of San Antonio, which is warranted. That is exactly what the world is right now.
Oh yeah.
We
There's
forgot how good Wembanyama could be. That's what it seems like.
yeah, yeah.
We
A
forgot
lot of
how he
people are counting him
played,
out.
dude. Just like Brunson Towns was before game one, this is now how Wemby and the Spurs is. They're in that boat. You can't do it. It's over for you.
Mhm.
So just like Brunson and Towns and Hart and the rest of the Knicks come in and steal 2 away on the road, still 2 when you're not supposed to. This is the exact spot Spurs are in as well. They have to go steal 1 or 2, preferably 2, on the road when the world says you can't do it. And it's the exact same boat.
Yeah, yeah. The streets of New York last night. I was watching some of those kind of post game. I seen probably 40, 50 people with brooms, and I mean, it already looks like they've won in New
Yeah.
York. They're already celebrating like they've won. And if I'm the Spurs staff, players, I'm taking note of that. When I
Mhm.
walk into there, I want to be there. Now I'm going to play party spoiler to you all. That's what
There you
we're
go.
going in with that mentality.
There you go.
We're gonna
Underdog.
we're gonna yeah, we wanna yank the rug out from under y'all now. Y'all done it to
Absolutely.
us. Let's get it back. Let's go get 2 here. Now you do that now, you go into Madison Square Garden and let's say this happens. Let's say they go in there and steal 2 back. Now things get scary for New York. 'Cause now you're going back with a bunch of young cats that have tasted blood now for the first time in the finals.
And
They haven't tasted it yet.
I'm gonna bring this up too because I feel like we need to talk about it.
Okay.
I think me and you both agreed in that Thunder series against the defending champs that the winner of Game 5 when it was tied 2-2 was going to win that series. We said that.
Yes.
Winner of Game 5 is going to take it.
Yeah.
Thunder going to win Game 5. That puts the Spurs in a spot where they have to win 2 straight against the defending champs and back-to-back MVP, SGA. What'd they do?
They
They
did it.
won both,
They did
and
it,
they
man.
moved on. So when it comes down to like, can they do it? Dude, the Spurs are one of the only teams I think can do something like this. I'm not giving up on them yet.
There's a lot of
They
talent.
go out and lose Game 3, you kind of have to like write them off. Nobody, I mean, down 3-0, it'd be a wrap. So
Right back
every
to New
game from
York
here
again.
on, especially these 2 in New York, you have to approach as must win.
Yes.
Bottom line.
Yeah, and I mean, the media and people will say that last night was a must win, and I was kind of in that I'm still in that boat, but, this game Monday night, you can't go down 3-0 going back to Madison Square Garden Wednesday night. You just can't. It's
It's
all but over then if you're down 3-0.
yeah, you have to. I mean, you can possibly. Here's where it gets bad, Derek. Even if you win the first, you lose the second, you're still 3-1 in the finals.
Mhm.
You really there's not even a world where that looks good. So you really need to win both, and
You
that's
think
what's insane about it.
Yeah, I mean, do you think a team that's won 13 straight playoff games now.
It's going to lose 2 straight.
No, yeah. I mean, you gotta just do the freaking odds there, the math. I mean,
Yeah. So
you're gonna add that's a tall task. Very tall
here,
task.
here's what I'll say. Here's my prediction. Um, I don't think I still have the Spurs winning this series above 50%, I think. I think it's like
Ooh,
55-45. Um,
mm.
strictly because, we had this energy leading into game 1 where we were like, Victor is special, Wembanyama is special, the Spurs team is special. Forget inexperience, forget this, they can do it. I like their coach, I like their role players, I like Castle, I like Vassell, I like obviously Wimby, I like Fox. Their whole squad can do
Mhm.
stuff like this. Um, I've not forgot that just yet. Now they lose one more. If they don't win both of these, I'm kind of. If they don't win both of these, I'm kind of leaning heavily Knicks. But I think they can go out there and do it. And I think the odds are like 50-60% they win both of these.
I'm
Because I
under the
think they
impression. Yeah, go
go
ahead.
ahead.
I'll let you
No,
finish
you're
it.
good.
No, I was just gonna say I'm under the impression if they somehow go to Madison Square Garden and steal both these games, that they could win it all. If because that'll be the ultimate like just momentum killer for New York.
And they can. That's I believe they can. I think if you're grading these 2 teams on pure basketball, which team is better at basketball? I still think it's the Spurs. I just think the Knicks are so hot. They have all the momentum. I'll use this word to describe them prior to game 1, and that was magic. They just feel magic. It doesn't matter where the game goes, how it's played. They find a way to win by 1. They can win by 1 point, and that's exactly what they did last night.
Yeah, the Spurs were up double digits. Don't forget in that first game, they looked like they were getting ready to run New York off the court.
And we can
And
talk about that 14-0 run they had in the fourth quarter late. And Todd,
there
they
you
actually
go.
took a 2-point lead, bro.
There you go. Yeah, they a 14-0 run right there in what like the last 32 minutes right there.
Yep.
And there you go. I mean, this team has shown it's capable of making a run, punching New York in the mouth too. And they can win if they play smart and don't play into New York's hand. When you get to
And
Madison Square Garden, you can't let the lights and stuff throw you off. You gotta
for
ignore all
sure.
that stuff. Ignore it
I'm going to
all.
say this too. This is kind of where we like to see Wemby, and this is kind of where Wemby,
This
in
is
the
where he
past, these like when they were down 3-2 and they had to win two straight against the Thunder. Who was it that showed out and they really won games because of Wemby? Now there's other role players that stepped up, but Wemby showed out when it mattered. Now if he can do that in the finals, the Spurs can still take this home,
mhm.
but he has to do it.
You gotta yeah, this is where you take that next step and really grow as a player is right now. This is
This is
when guys
where you
find that extra gear.
you can write this part of your legacy at 22 years old, down 0-2, headed into Madison Square Garden for two straight games. You can write a big chapter in your book right here. This is huge. You win this, you're 22 years old, and you just came back 0-2 against a team that have won 13 straight.
From that moment on, he goes. I think he would go into a mode that his confidence would be at an all time high going into next year if he comes back and wins this.
You just have to find a way to get it done, even with a bigger body on you. And can he do that? We don't know yet.
And I'll ask you this: do you think New York kind of knows that? They know if I give this guy any type of confidence, we're in trouble.
No, I don't know if they consciously know that, but I would say the veterans have thought that exact thought.
It's just
They're
best we sweep them if we can. Let's sweep them.
Brunson and Cat both have probably talked about that. Yeah, they don't want once you allow him to get going, it's a snowball, bro. It's momentum. You allow Wimby to get confidence and a big head. He's shooting from the logo. We've seen what he can do.
Oh
He's doing
man,
a little pivot spin move. He covers 15 feet and dunks it. Like he is a player we have never seen before. I mean, Wembanyama is not like any prototype body skill we have ever seen.
I've
So if
I've
anybody can do
never.
it, it's him.
There you go. I've never had confidence in a guy 7 foot 3, 4, 5, whatever, pulling
Not
up
like
from three, and
this.
I know it's going to go in. Like he pulled up several times last night, and I was like, well, that's probably in, and it
Yeah.
more than not went in. And I mean, I
Yeah, I
thought
mean,
he, I thought he won it for him last night. I really did.
he played really good when it mattered. I think uh first half he only had 9 points. He finished with 29. So second half he had 20 points. So I don't necessarily think this is a Wembanyama problem. I think he just can't get going because of the way they're defending him. With that being said, when Wembanyama can't get going, we need guys to step up. Like Castle shot 5 of 14. That's around 30%.
Yeah, he can't beat.
You can't do that. You
No,
got 14 points, 4 boards. You just got to play a little better.
you got to help. You got to help your core out there.
Vassell, 14, 4 of 9, not terrible. But I'd like to see Vassell do a little more.
Well, once those
Harper,
guys, Harper, that's who I was getting to. Once those guys get going, that's gonna feed into your guys like Harper. I mean, them rookies, they ride off energy, man.
so Harper had some big shots last night. I don't know if you've seen. He had some for a rookie. I mean, it was very impressive with some of
He's
the
gonna be
things he was doing.
special.
He only scored 15 points, but it was on 6 of 12, so he shot 50%. 0 for 3 from threes. 3 out of 4 field goals or free throws, 75% on that. 6 boards and 3 assists. So I like the 6 boards, but not one player on the entire Spurs roster had double digit boards, and you cannot win basketball games that way.
Nope, nope. You got to rebound, 100% rebound. You have to.
Have to.
If you don't rebound, you're going to lose. I mean, that's the one of the biggest things I would teach if I was coaching, or it's just you have to be able to control the ball and rebound. It just it's part of it's the fundamentals of the game, really.
Mm-hmm.
It is just rebounding and
All right, so I'm going to
showing.
go down the line here. The Knicks had 15 threes. The Spurs had 11. The Knicks shot 40% from three. The Spurs shot 37.9. The Knicks hit 16 free throws. The Spurs actually edged that one out with 19. Um, the Knicks had better free throw percentage, more boards, more assists, more steals, one less block, four less turnovers, and that's how you win a basketball game. Spurs had 16 total turnovers to the Knicks 12. Spurs had 7 blocks. Knicks had 6. And being undersized and having a 7'4" guy and losing out on blocks is just. The Knicks play so fast and so hard to keep up with. The Knicks had 11 steals. Spurs had 7. They had 29 assists. Spurs had 22. So very few categories are the Spurs edging that out. It's
And
Knicks all the
there's
way.
story of the game right there. I
There you
mean,
go.
the numbers don't lie. They always will tell on you, and there's why the series looks like it does right now.
And
To
I'll
win.
say one more thing, and I'll quit looking at the stats.
Oh, you're good.
They edge them out just a little bit in about every category, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they win by 1 point. And those little things is what matters. And you go home with the dub.
And Wemby had a good looker at the last. I still don't understand why he didn't pick and roll instead of pick and pop. I think he should have rolled there and took it at least. I mean, at his size, if he goes to the rim, you're going to get fouled or you're going to make it.
I don't remember who had the ball there when they, Victor set up that screen and he went. Both defenders, was it Vassell?
It was Vassell. I think I'd have to go back and watch it again, but I think it was Vassell. And then he just popped out. I thought he would roll.
He threw it to Wemby. Wemby honestly could have shot it. If he was going to shoot it, he should have shot it as soon as he caught it because he was wide open. Instead, he drove a couple feet till he got a defender on him and then shot with someone in his face. So if you're going to take a jump shot, just take it where you're at. You're wide open.
Yeah, you can knock it down.
Yeah, you could not. The percentage on that would have been higher than the shot he took if he would have just, even if it was a 3, if you're wide open, shoot it. Or if you do want to drive aggressively. And worst case scenario, there's a good chance you get fouled there, and then you're at the line. So play aggressive. We know Wemby can do it. Don't pop a shot at the elbow. There's no reason for that. You're 7'4".
You played right into the Knicks' defensive scheme there, because they 100% would have rather seen him take a jump shot than have drove or got a shot at the basket.
The whole city of New York, when he took that jump shot, gasp, but they knew it was a better option.
They knew it was. If he made it, oh well. But that is the best defensive option you got there, is to force him to shoot a 16, 17 footer, and he missed it. So I mean, the odds are so much lower to make that than to go and get fouled or drive and do a layup, because you're tall, dude. You're tall. But anyway,
absolutely. Yeah. We are at 28 and a half minutes, so we'll dive into game 3. We'll talk about game 3 real quick, and then we'll dive into a couple little small NFL topics, and then we'll get out of here.
Who wins game 3 real quick, or should we save that? You want to save it? We'll talk about it.
No, we can do it now. If we happen to be able to do another pod before Monday, which is game 3, we'll talk about it more. But I would say if you pick Knicks here, you're aware that it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't think it's a wrap just yet, so I have to pick the Spurs. Now, I've been wrong on the first 2 games there. I've picked the Spurs for 2 straight games, and I've been wrong. Both of us have.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of, I still feel decently confident Spurs win game 3. They have to know that that's that important. They cannot go down 3-0.
No way.
And go down 3-0, and then you got to play the closeout game in New York.
Nah,
you can't do that. You have to win this game. So with that being said, not to cover too much time, but I'm taking Spurs. I'm not even sure that it's Wemby's game. I think we see somebody, a Castle. I don't necessarily think Harper goes off just because of the inexperience of him. I'm gonna say Castle or I'm gonna say Fox has another 15 to 20, and Castle has mid-20s. I'm gonna say he has a really good game, probably 3 or 4 threes. Wembanyama has mid-20s, and Wembanyama does break double-digit rebounds this game. I'll say 12 or 13, and the Spurs win it. All right, now you're up. What do you think?
I'm kind of leaning to what you said earlier. I think it's over. I'm going to say
Ooh,
I know. I think Brunson, and we'll see. This is reverse kind of maybe psychology here. Maybe it'll go the opposite way since I'm predicting
yeah,
this.
yeah.
We'll have a good series, but I'm going to just go ahead and go with my gut on this one. I think the Knicks go ahead and put another nail in the coffin. Game 3. I'm going to say Brunson has another just absolutely crazy game. I'm going plus 30 for him on that parlay. I
I
think he's
like
gonna
it.
I think he's just gonna. I think it's just time in New York. It's been since 1973, man. I think it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
time. This looks like the year they're going to finally get it done.
And dude, deep down in my soul, something tells me you're right. I mean, but I just have to pick
I
Wimby
would
one more time.
I would absolutely love to see this go 7 games because I
Oh
mean it would
yeah,
be awesome. But I
yeah.
mean, I it's
You
just
just think that the team of destiny is going to keep riding into the sunset,
yeah,
and it would be cool. It would be a
it
good
would.
story. We want to see it go 7, but if the Knicks sweep the Spurs right here, that's a wonderful story for New York. For that'd be 13, maybe 15 straight games, and in the postseason, 15 straight games, and you played a team that nobody said you could even win two. People were saying Spurs in 4 and 5, including me. So if you
Yep.
sweep this team,
Same.
I mean, you're right. You're Jalen Brunson etches his name as the greatest Nick of all time if he can do that.
I think he's going to be riding such a high wave, and that whole team when they get in Madison Square Garden. Jake, I think we're about to see something we've never seen. I
And
honestly think it's going to be crazy.
I'll say this too: if he can do that, man, you want to talk about sponsorship deals, contract negotiations. Jalen Brunson will. Do you remember that era of Derrick Rose where he was loved by everyone, every basketball fan? He had no haters. Like Brunson wins here, he's that times 10. Derrick Rose never got a ring.
Yep.
That's what I see. I think Brunson becomes the people's champion, the underdog that couldn't do it, that did it. He becomes one of those guys, and we don't get that often in the NBA.
No, and it's kind of his homegrown talent bringing a ring to his city. I mean,
Most of these people's champ type players, D Rose, um, I'm trying to think of Steve Nash was that. Most of the Chris Paul was that. These people love Anthony Edwards is that right now too.
yes,
Most of them guys, the people's champ, don't get the titles.
no. And I
Like,
and think of and we're doing Brunson's perspective. Think about Cat's perspective. Think about Towns' perspective on this. He's been to Minnesota where they kind of didn't really appreciate him. I'm just saying
yeah,
they didn't. He was it was all Anthony Edwards, and Towns was just kind of always overlooked there, and he kind
yeah,
of become that. Well, we got a big guy, but he really isn't what we wanted. We was more
yeah.
expecting because I mean people were expecting to do what he's doing now. So
Underrated and underappreciated.
yes, now he's at New York. Everybody loves him. It's his hometown. I think here's the most important point. He's playing for his mom. He's playing kind of in every game after I've watched him. He points up and he's talking to her. And I mean there's something about that. It goes beyond the game being played on the court. He's playing for something way bigger than just a championship. He's
There you
playing
go.
for his mother,
And this
her
is
memory.
why that goes right in line with me saying I just feel like something tells me like the basketball gods, the every now and you get a team that is and you get it in all sports. You get it in NFL,
Yep.
baseball, you get it in college, you get it whatever. Occasionally you'll get this team that it doesn't make any sense for them to be that good, yet nobody can stop them. And that's what we're seeing with the Knicks. And it doesn't happen often, Derek. I can't remember the last.
'07 Giants, remember that? Like, made no sense
Yeah,
for them.
no, that's
Made no
exactly
sense.
New York again.
It's
New
New
York,
York again, yeah. Made
dude, it
no
made no
sense.
sense. They had a hard road to get to the Super Bowl, and then they had to beat the team they said nobody could beat them,
Nobody. I didn't think anybody had that game
and they
picked
take
for
down the
them.
undefeated Patriots and win the Super Bowl. I mean, that's kind of and how Obviously, we don't like the Giants, but
Obviously,
that was
yeah.
still cool to see the Patriots go down to a team that was 10-6.
And they had Randy Moss. I mean, that was the Patriots seemed like the Spurs or whoever coming out of the West, the team that was going to be the clear favorite to beat them. And here we go, wild
Absolutely,
card, and they
dude.
won. It
And
feels like,
since we are talking about the NFL,
mhm.
we can move on a little bit to this Madden cover. What do you think about the Madden cover? Did you see it?
Yeah, I've seen it.
R-
There's a little
Rate that
comedy for
Madden
the
cover
day.
right now, Derek, 1 to 10. Let me hear what you got.
I give it a 3.5.
That's better
Well,
than
I'll
me.
just
I
stick
give
to
it
3.
3.25 for me.
I'll give it a 3. It just they could have done better. I mean,
Yeah.
the background was just so blah. You just got the basic him jumping in the air or whatever. Then you got the superstar edition or whatever legacy. I don't know what they call them now. There's so many different editions to games now.
Yeah.
But the one where he's like shivering or whatever doing that was kind of cool. But I mean, what do I know, man? I'm sure it's cool for Indiana Bears fans.
You don't know anything, bro. You're 0-2 in these finals picks. You're just like me. What
I
do we know,
mean,
dude?
I'm sure that or not Packer fans. I'm sure Packer fans are really
Oh,
excited.
I mean, Packer fans are buying extra copies just to hang them up.
I probably should, but like, I don't know. I just they should have they could have done different versions, I guess, that looked a little better than what they chose. But
Yeah. Yeah.
Caleb, by all accounts, I'm not knocking him. He's 100% kind of earned that. I mean, he's earned the right to be on there, man. He
Yeah.
I thought he had
Hate
one
him
of
or
the
love him.
yeah, I
He's
thought he had
played
one
good
of the
enough to be
greatest
on there, man.
plays. Yeah, he had one of the greatest plays I watched last year in them playoffs.
He
He
did.
just didn't win. He just didn't
Yeah.
win. But it was one of the greatest throws I've seen all year. It
He's a
was
winner,
amazing.
man. He really is. He wants to win. Like you can tell, he's just got that in him. He wants to win. He could have terrible stats and still throw the game winning touchdown. This is Caleb. That's just who he is. Um, Now with that being said, you've seen the news. You're the one who told me about this news. I'll let you break it on here.
Oh yeah, the league and president of the Bears announced this morning via Adam Schefter that they will be relocating the Chicago Bears to northern Indiana to a little place called Hammond. I've looked up Hammond, Jake. It looks like a honest shithole. But
There's
nevertheless, the
probably a
Bears will
lot
be
of
there.
cheap land there. They're going to build some crazy stadium, no doubt.
I mean, it's literally just like a wasteland of factories, dude. I mean,
So they're still going to be the Chicago Bears. They're just going to go across state lines to the stadium.
literally, yeah, it's literally like maybe 40, 50 miles from across the state line, I guess. Maybe
So they're
probably
technically not
closer.
even going to. They're not going to be the Chicago Bears no more, but they are.
Yeah. I mean, you can literally like drive down from Chicago. Like Chicago's here and Hammond sits like right there. It's literally like that close on the map.
Yeah.
So
Well, I
they're
hope it
just
works out
crossing
for them.
Hammond, Indiana. Like who thought of that, man? I don't know. It may be good for fans that are in Indiana there. I mean, I'm sure it's probably majority Colts fans, but
Yeah.
I don't understand
All
it.
right.
We'll
Well,
see.
is there anything else you want to talk about?
I think we covered everything I wanted to really get to that's been big headlines so far this week. We'll be back and talk about the game 3 more when it
Oh,
gets
definitely. Yeah. That's
closer
Monday at 7 or 7:30 is game 3
yeah.
in New York, Madison Square Garden with the Knicks up 2. Victor Wembanyama and the Spurs backs against the ropes.
If you're a basketball fan, even if you don't even watch NBA, I would tune into this one because you're going to
Tune in.
see a home
Fireworks.
crowd. Yeah, it's going to be. There's no telling what they'll do pregame for the ceremonies. Like I'm sure the TV will broadcast all of it. It's probably going to be something. I'm
Oh,
just
they've been
expecting chaos. I'm expecting something like you've never seen before.
Derek, they've been waiting for this moment for 50 years, man. You
They
got a
won't
lot of
stop partying.
generations. Yeah, you got a lot of generations of Knicks fans. You got generations and generations and generations of the grandpas telling the kids, "Oh yeah, they had this team in the '70s. You should have seen it." Now
Hmm.
the kids get to experience this, and people that are, I think people that are 40 years old, people. There's a 52-year-old New York fan somewhere that was born right after the last title, that has been a Knicks fan for 52 years, and he might get to see the Knicks win.
That's insane, dude. 50-something years old. That isn't. I mean, I don't
That's
know.
crazy.
I think I've already heard that like if they win, I know like I've seen businesses and everything that was going to like consider it like your holiday. You can go celebrate if they do this like parade in New York. I've heard that like several places are already planning to shut down
Yep.
and let
Yep.
everybody off.
Yeah, I
That's
guess
what it
that's
means
it.
to New York.
That's crazy. If you want to hop on here again tomorrow or Monday, I'm down to hop on here again. We can break it down more, whatever you want to do.
Let's do it, baby. I'm ready. You know, I like
Let's do it. We'll
I
definitely
enjoy
do it
doing it.
Tuesday after the game or Monday night, possibly.
Yeah,
Um,
you keep them rolling out, man. We'll keep them coming. I love it.
there it is,
So,
man.
without final predictions, you think Spurs bounce back game 3?
You
I'm gonna
got
say New
Knicks.
York. Okay.
You think Knicks keep it rolling, keep the
Think
snowball
Knicks.
moving? It gets
Yeah.
even worse.
Yeah. I
Um,
don't even know if it'll be a close game, but that's just how I feel. That could
I
change.
like it, Derek. I like it. One of us is
Prove
going
me
to finally
wrong,
get a
Wimby.
game right here.
There you
Neither
go.
of us has got a game right, so
I'm
it's
asking.
going to
I'm
be
gonna
me,
look and
bro.
prove me
It's
wrong,
literally
Wimby.
going to be me. You're going to be wrong. I'm telling you.
Wimby, prove me wrong. I'm asking Wimby to prove me wrong. Let's go. Come
I
on.
think part of me thinks he will, part of me thinks he won't. But I'm gonna roll with the Spurs because that's what I did. We're gonna stick to our guns. I can't say Spurs in 5 no more because it's not possible.
Spurs in 8.
So I'm gonna go ahead and shift it to 7. I can't. I'm not even gonna say 6 after what I've seen.
There you go. Well,
But
Jake,
anyways, bro, we can hop off here.
been fun.
Like
We
we
kind
always
of a little
say,
shorter one
appreciate
today. I do have to
everybody watching.
go. I have duties I have to do. I do have to go mow. So
Same here, bro. I got stuff I gotta do as well.
The yard's getting kind of high, so it's that time of year, man. It's just stuff's going on. It's summertime, but I mean, sports is kind of what it is right now. But you know, we're going to keep the content rolling and everything. But we kept today a little shorter. It's the weekend right now. A lot of stuff's going on, but we wanted to hop on here and break that down and give you a little bit of news going into our Sunday tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Appreciate everybody watching. We will be back post game for game 3, maybe even tomorrow, depending on what's going on.
Yes, sir.
If you watched this episode and you got to this point, we appreciate you.
Yes.
It means a lot. It means a lot to us. Sorry, our picks have been just absolutely poor.
Yeah,
we're trying.
Don't trust us for parlays right now.
Listen, when it comes to the type of team the Knicks have, you're going to get these games wrong.
Yeah, it's true.
You can't predict the type of magic they've had. So
no, it's special. That's why sit back and enjoy it. Take it all in.
There you go, bro.
Because it's a fun run. It's a fun run for them.
Yep.
Well, man, it's been fun. I'm gonna go hop on this yard and get this knocked out.
Yes,
Beat
sir.
the heat, man. Everybody out there, stay cool today.
Yep.
Don't let the sun get you, man. Drink plenty of water. Stay hydrated. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm Derek, as always.
I'm Jake, as always.
We're gonna get out of here, guys. Y'all take care. Have a good weekend. Enjoy it. Spend time with everybody.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you guys watching. Go Spurs, game 3, baby. See y'all.